Polygon is currently testing a massive upgrade to the network, and the FTX exchange token is now considered a security. Here's what that could mean for the industry. This is your Altcoin Buzz news. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody Buffington. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop our latest content. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at altcoinbuzz.io. And as always, this is not financial advice, and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. And don't forget, for a limited time, our Altcoin Buzz Access group is free. And while it is, you can get our great weekly market and NFT update reports from our amazing research team. Check them out for free now. The link is in the description below. Now, let's get into the news. FTX's exchange token, FTT, was sold as an investment contract and is a security, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission said in a complaint filed late last night. This move is sure to have a wide-ranging impact on the industry. If demand for trading on the FTX platform increased, demand for the FTT token could increase, such as that any price increase in FTT would benefit holders of FTT equally and in direct proportion to their FTT holdings, said the SEC in its complaint. The large allocation of tokens to FTX incentivized the FTX management team to take steps to attract more users onto the trading platform and therefore increase demand and increase the trading price of the FTT token. In the complaint, it highlighted that FTX would use the proceeds from the token sale to fund development, marketing, business operations, and growth of FTX, while using language to emphasize that FTT is an investment with profit potential. FTT's buy and burn program was also mentioned. This initiative, used by many other exchange tokens, is similar to a stock buyback, where revenues from FTX would repurchase and burn FTT, thus increasing its value. The SEC made the claim in a complaint filed against FTX co-founder Gary Wang and former Alameda Research CEO Caroline Ellison. SEC claims that Caroline Ellison and Gary Wang actively participated in defrauding FTX investors and took action for the scheme's success. Ellison and Wang have both pleaded guilty to various charges brought before them, and they are not contesting the SEC's allegations. Attorneys with the Southern District of New York announced Wednesday night that it had filed charges against co-founder Gary Wang and ex-CEO Caroline Ellison, securing their cooperation in their investigation into the collapse of FTX. Today, the foreign minister, who is the minister responsible for the Extradition Act, signed the warrant of surrender for Sam Bankman-Fried. This allows the extradition of the subject to the United States of America. When their former CEO was arrested last week, the news circled of his eventual detainment in the infamous Fox Hill Correctional Facility. Fox Hill is a Bohemian jail that was known for its inhumane living conditions. Yet it turns out that wasn't Sam's experience at all. Conversely, Bloomberg has reported that Sam Bankman-Fried's Fox Hill stay was one of relative luxury. Bankman-Fried was treated as well as any other prisoner at the facility. He had access to running water and a toilet. Certainly a rarity, Bankman-Fried was granted access to cable television. One anonymous source added that Bankman-Fried would fill his days with TV news and reading articles about himself. The food was even better, receiving access to vegan options, and he was granted a shower with a barn door for privacy. Last night, Bankman-Fried was flown from the Bahamas to the United States, said the Attorney General of the Bahamas. Ethereum scaling platform Polygon launched its second public testnet, moving the platform to its final stage before mainnet launch. The testnet will trial a new upgrade called Recursion, which it claims could result in exponentially scaling Ethereum. Polygon claims it's the first ZK EVM, a new scaling technology using zero-knowledge proofs, to reach public testnet with open source code for its proving system, a critical component to running a ZK EVM. ZK EVMs are a new Ethereum scaling technology that have gained traction this past year. While not yet proven, they could vastly improve Ethereum's transaction costs and speeds, and eventually enable on-chain privacy, all while making it easier for developers to build applications. This could open the door for a host of new on-chain applications, bridging the gap between off-chain data and real-world assets in crypto. In a recent announcement, Metamask said that Layer 2 networks like Arbitrum and Optimism will now have support for its swaps functionality. Only Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and Avalanche could use Metamask swaps in the past. Users can swap tokens directly from their desktop or mobile wallets while using Metamask swaps, which aggregates data from market makers and decentralized exchanges to provide the highest price at the lowest market costs. Metamask added support for Layer 2 Optimism blockchain just as the on-chain activity shot up. Also, the total value locked on Optimism has been on the rise. As per on-chain data provider Sentiment, there's been extremely high transaction volumes of stablecoins recently on Optimism. Optimism has also overtaken Ethereum as the main hub for Synthetics, a financial platform that enables the creation of synthetic assets, offering unique derivatives and exposure to real-world assets on the blockchain, such as traditional stocks. Optimism has done a lot this year that will surely make it one of the biggest in 2023. After officially adding the Tron network to its cross-chain infrastructure earlier this month, our partners at Wanchain, the official global leader for blockchain interoperability solutions, have officially launched USDT XFlows on the Tron network. As we mentioned before, USDT XFlows are native-to-native USDT cross-chain transfers between blockchains, where USDT is natively minted by Tether. FTX's decline highlights why decentralized projects such as the Wanchain bridge are a great solution for bridging tokens. Platforms with exposure to FTX are currently counting their losses. For example, Solid Bitcoin or Solana Wrapped Bitcoin, a Solana-based crypto asset tied to the price of Bitcoin, saw a huge decline in value last month compared to regular Bitcoin. Cross-chain transactions often take place on exchanges and third-party platforms. These third-party platforms provide custodian accounts, and if the FTX saga had any lesson, it's that one should avoid custodians and go trustless whenever possible. The Tron network is among the most popular network for Tether's USDT. Since the launch of Tether's USDT on the Tron network in early 2019, the network and the token have formed a kind of symbiotic relationship. Attracted by the Tron network's low fees and high speed, especially compared to Ethereum, more than 15 million users rely on the network to engage with more than 37 billion USDT. For an in-depth tutorial on how to do a cross-chain transaction with Wanchain on Tron, I'll put an article on it in the description below. A $5 million hack on the Ankr Protocol on December 1st was caused by a former team member, according to a December 20th announcement from the Ankr team. The ex-employee conducted a supply chain attack by putting malicious code in the package of a future updates to the team's internal software. Once the software was updated, the malicious code created a security vulnerability that allowed the attacker to steal the team's deployer key from the company's server. Previously, the team had announced that the exploit was caused by a stolen developer key that was used to upgrade the protocol's smart contracts. But at the time, they had not explained how the developer key had been stolen. Upgradable contracts like those used in Ankr rely on the concept of an owner account that has the sole authority to make upgrades. Because of the risk of theft, most developers transfer ownership of these contracts to a Gnosis safe or another multi-sig account. The Ankr team said that it did not use a multi-sig account for ownership in the past, but will do so from now on, stating this: "The exploit was possible partly because there was a single point of failure in our developer key. We will now implement multi-sig authentication for updates that will require sign-off from all key custodians during time-restricted intervals, making a future attack of this type extremely difficult, if not impossible." That's it for your Altcoin Buzz news update. I'm your host, Cody Buffington. Thanks for watching.